I think you're being too hard on yourself.
Yeah, that car crushing thing was pretty tight.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of my work. It's just, I got so wrapped up sending Meryl a message, I never asked Jessica about the shipment.
Bitch is dead. Who cares about the shipment?
I do. It's something that Meryl wants, and that means I'm gonna take it.
All right, there's got to be someone you can pump for information. What about Donnie?
He got manhandled twice. I'm pretty sure he's out of the loop, if not dead.
Hey, what about that
What about their tattoo artist?
Good idea.
What just happened?
Shaundi had a good idea.
Man, what the fuck ever? She stole my...
Don't be jealous, Pierce. We're all on the same team. You said before that this guy's in a band called the Feed Dogs, right?
Yeah.
They're playing tonight. Shouldn't be too hard to crash the show.
Nice call, Shaundi. You ready to go to a concert, Pierce?
2 cars, because of how the followers work in this game is then they can follow you around in a separate car, and I love that mechanic. Even if it's one that I don't use all the time, I love the mechanic that they would just jack another car. You have some followers, jack a car, they can't all fit inside, so they jack another car to follow you in. That makes sense. That's probably what they would be more likely to do, that they would just take another car, and oh my goodness, that's a lot. So the helicopter is probably not as good an idea as I had thought. However, I can still do this. And just run around and stuff, and those aren't as explosive as I had thought. So as I was saying before, the aesthetic persona of a character is basically what you see of them without actually getting to know them at all. You see a character, and what you see is all you get from the character. Like, say, a background character from a television show. You don't get to see what's inside their head, you don't get to see what kind of a person that they might be like. It's a lot like what you get from someone's dog.
See what this bad boy can do.
If you go to someone's house and you see their dog, then that's what you get from it. You get the aesthetic persona of the dog. You get the dog scratches themselves, sniff themselves, whatever. Pretty much like a regular
You
dog.
hear that? That is music.
9 times
Gotta
out
be
of
kidding.
10.
Yo, fuck you. I'm driving. We gonna listen to whatever the hell I want.
9 times out of 10 what you get from aesthetic persona is rather cliched, but sometimes it can actually be really good. However, as I was saying with the boss, the main character here, well, what you get from the character is you get a bit. You get at least some
You mind
level of
stopping these assholes
depth,
from shooting us?
even though it's not that much,
You
because
doing all right back there?
it's kind of like the
I'm cool,
character
Pierce.
is
Just keep driving.
somewhat childish, really.
Ignore it.
Someone doesn't make
We
it.
gonna have a serious problem if you don't step it up back there.
Someone doesn't make a good enough deal with you, so you want to absolutely destroy them. And so you get a little bit of depth as the games go on, and I'm guessing you'll probably end up getting more. That guy is so bloody annoying.
To hell with making the concert. I don't know if we're gonna make it out of here alive.
There we go. So anyway, the aesthetic persona of the character is also appearance. You can customize the
My girl
boss's
Shaundi's been stepping up her game, hasn't she?
appearance since game
Why the
1.
fuck you gotta bring up Shaundi? I'm the one driving the damn truck.
And I'm hoping that in Saints Row 4 that you'll actually hear something about the background of the character, which is partially why I'm glad that I do not have that many comments on these videos, because then they would just be rife with spoilers.
You're giving us no choice but to use lethal force!
The concert started. Get in there.
Back off. What's the shipment?
The fuck are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Matt. You got a lot of gear on this stage I haven't played with yet.
You gotta believe me. I just tattooed the gang. They don't fill me in on what they're doing.
All that time you inked up Marrow and you never heard him talk about a shipment with Jessica?
All I heard is that it's coming in by boat. They leave me out of the loop on purpose. They were trying to keep me from getting mixed up in their shit.
Your friend should have tried harder.
Come on, I told you everything I know.
Enjoy your retirement, Matt. Hey, Shondi. You know anyone that works at the docks?
Not really.
Looks like you get to make some new friends. Merrill's got a shipment coming in by boat, and I want to get it before he does.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
I've been looking all over for you. We got a serious... Damn, those some nice shoes.
You want to sit down?
Yeah. No, we got a problem.
What's up?
The Brotherhood are all over our turf.
What do you mean, all over?
I mean, those assholes are driving around in some big-ass trucks blowing shit up.
Great. You got the boys out there taking care of this?
Yeah, about that.
You're not filling me with confidence, Pierce. What happened?
Well, they kind of got arrested by the cops.
Fuck you say?
You got a bunch of big tattooed motherfuckers running around burning shit, and you're surprised the cops show up?
This just keeps getting better.
So then. Apparently I have to go and kill some lieutenants. That's what this mission is. As well as almost flying into buildings. That's also what this mission happens to involve. Okay, so the first of the lieutenants is across the water. Still going. Of course, there's usually something that I blabber on about during the videos, but mainly it's just the fact that I just want to get through these to finally see what Saints Row 4 is all about. And of course, if I was in a car, I could like shoot them or something.
You fuck with the wrong girl.
So I'm going to ditch my helicopter. And I'm going to... There we go.
Bringing you in. This wasn't how my
Come on, get in. Screw it, don't get in then. I don't even know where the other guys are supposed to be. They're supposed to be up here somewhere. I guess that one's the closest. This would definitely be easier to get to them if I was in a helicopter. However, chasing after them and shooting them is a lot easier from a car. And so is ramping off of another car. Or, you know, ramping in general is easier to do on a car than it is to do on, say, a helicopter. Heck, you can even ramp with a plane, but I have not once seen anyone actually ramp off of something with a helicopter in any kind of medium. That would be interesting to see, I suppose, but maybe not that great. Cannot explain why that group has been standing still. And now we are on to the third lieutenant. This is somewhat like one of those territory hostile takeover things where you have to go and kill the lieutenants who are in your territory in order to take your territory back. However, this is slightly different, in that this is not limited to one territory, and these guys are inside as well. There's the door. And I seriously thought that I was sitting on the right.
Meryl's got a message for you.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Ta-da! As you can tell, I've not actually been to the Brown Beggars before because alcohol and liquor is something that I do not care for even in a video game. Not going to really complain about it any more than just stating that little fact, because there are people who do enjoy having their character drink and smoke and to enjoy actually drinking and smoking, and it's just easier to not to open up that big can of worms because so many other people do. So very, very many people will all say that kind of stuff about, oh, smoking and drinking, they're bad, you shouldn't do them, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, yeah, you got it, they are. And there comes a point where you just stop caring about that stuff because so many other people are all talking about it, and I knew that this would end up being a chase involving this. Boom. Jumping from one building onto another. Of course, you know what this calls for. By now, you should know what being on top of a building and needing to get down calls for. That's right, it was the San Andreas solution. Jumping off of the building, grabbing another car. Not nearly as good of a car, but then again, I did not intend to drive onto the other building. And for those of you who are wondering if talking all this much, because I tend to make the videos back to back to back, and so on a constant basis. Ow! Like the second half of video 17 until now, I've pretty much done just back to back in the past few hours. So you might wonder if this makes my voice sore, and the answer is yes. My throat, well, not my voice is an intangible thing. It's more of an idea, really. Anyway, but my throat is really sore. However, it's not the part of my throat that I use for talking too much. It is like the roof of the back of my mouth, really, is really sore. Because it's more so due to being dry. So of course, now I just have to swallow my own saliva, do an epic 180 and just go after them. And personally, I do prefer doing my videos on like the first take of doing a mission, so then I can actually respond how I would more so naturally respond to doing something like this.
Mr. Vogel, there's a Mr. Marrow here to see you.
Jamie, I'm trying to downsize here.
Mr. Vogel, I'm not sure I'm adequately conveying Mr. Marrow's size.
Get him out of here! Or send him in. Wow. Thanks, Jamie. You must be Mr. Marrow.
I've heard about the connections Altor has. You're gonna get my boys out of jail and help me destroy the Saints.
Your bargaining posture needs some work.
The Saints killed my girlfriend and killed my best friend.
And that's unfortunate, but Ultor is a business and there's no profit in revenge. Don't worry about the door, though. That one's on me.
Fine. You want money? In a few days, a shipment's coming in.
Mr. Marrow, nebulous shipment or not, I think I made myself quite...
Let's try this again. You're gonna help me destroy the Saints.
And Ultor would love to be of service.
Good.
Stillwater Police Department.
I need to talk to Troy Bradshaw.
Who should I say?
Do it!
Chief, there's a Mr. Vogel on the line.
Put him through.
Hello, Troy.
Yeah, what do you want, Vogel?
It's not what I want, it's what I need.
Which is?
You are going to release all the Brotherhood you have locked up.
And why the fuck would I...
I'm looking after my clients.
Your, clients are a bunch of criminals.
Guilty before a trial. Nice. Is that the kind of mentality you like to instill in your subordinates?
Huh. Spare me. All right, they're not getting released, and that's that.
This is where we're going to have to agree to disagree. These men are going free. The only question is if you let this be settled quietly, or if you want a media circus that will make you look like a joke.
I thought Ultor wanted order. Okay, letting these assholes out's gonna only make things worse.
Troy, in the ecosystem, sometimes the rangers need to start forest fires. You should know that better than anybody. I suspect I'll hear from you soon.